I mean, I would like a sort of like a little bit more knowledge on TLM methods
Hmm.
just to add, because I have a good feel like I have a good strategy right now with what I have going on. But I mean, a little more framework on TLM would be nice.
Hmm.
Just in case, like I do see those setups.
Yeah, so TLM is like based on an indicator, but it's
Yeah.
essentially, if you remember from the course, similar to balance theory. So it's just about price being in a range, right? And respecting like a certain price point,
Yeah.
right? So on, let's say, gold, right? So if we come here on gold on the hourly, you can
Yeah.
see here I had this little balance zone drawn out, right? Price spent
Okay.
several times coming in and out of this zone several times. So you can look to play the rotation of these zones, right?
Okay, yeah.
Until it proves otherwise. TLM is very similar, right? But it's only based on the previous day price action,
Okay.
right? So with futures, with TLM, you only want to look at regular trading hours, not the extended hours, because
Okay.
based on price action, right? So as you can see here, we're looking for those consolidative days, right? Days that closed close to where they opened. Those are going to be the best TLM candidates, right? And then we're simply waiting for price to go ahead and rotate through them. This day we gapped significantly down, right? But this day here was probably a good day, Wednesday, because it closed pretty consolidative.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see the next day, it kind of rotated through the highs and the lows of this price, right? So if I turn on the indicator and we turn on the lines for that day, you can see here, it was these three lines, triple line. One is value area high, value area low, and then the middle line is pop for that day. And then you would just go in on the lower time frames. And then when we get to that day, you want to look for a rotation through the lines. Right, so this gave a pretty tight range. So when it came into it, it just dumped through it, right? But we're essentially looking for price action, like to form pullbacks and stuff. So
Yeah.
before the rotation,
And then
right?
I know in the course it was saying like even if it does kind of pull out of that range, it
Hmm.
needs to respect it, right? So if you see price like go directly back into it, it's still valid.
Yeah, so with TLM, you're either going to open inside the lines or outside, like how we did here.
Yeah.
So if you open inside, you want price to pop out first and then come back in, right? You don't want to see it just stay there. You want to see it try to escape and then come back in. And then for if we open outside of it, we would just simply want price to come in.